Well, great morning and Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to 2023. I wanted to pull cards and asking, delving deeper into spirit, what is the spiritual push for this coming year for people? And what I have in the center of it is the winter's dream, the gestation period. You know, everything takes time to unfold, and you are in the process. If you are somebody that is wanting to get towards realization, uncovering who and what you are at the core of being, you know that maybe the seeds have been planted and it's in the gestation period, because we want to go we have the veil. Doesn't that look like our fireworks yesterday? Okay. You've got the veil covering who and what you are, and it's actually a very thin veil. And we have the process of deja vu. You'll have many things that come up of deja vu moments. Haven't I been here before? Hasn't this happened before? Okay. Look at those a little more deeply when they come along. The challenge is falling angel, spiritual narcolepsy, falling asleep on the job, not putting in the work needed. So it's time for initiation, okay, which is just committing to it, committing to waking up rather than being asleep on the job, okay? Because what is the challenge? To look at all the various aspects of things that are coming up. This takes entering into witness state, being able to challenge and question all of the things that are arising to be looked at, because this is the year of many masks, getting to the authentic self. That's what it's all about. Removing the masks, being willing to go with the flow, because if you are wanting realization, you're wanting to come to the core of being, you're wanting to find that liberation which is always present, then you make the journey. So this is the year of, like I've said before, the chakras are relational to the 7 layers of consciousness, okay? And this is the journey you're making through those levels and layers of consciousness, looking at all the different aspects that they bring up, being willing to wake up rather than being in the spiritual narcolepsy of sleep, continuing to sleep on the job, in order to remove the veil. Okay, things are going, yes, gestation period. I like that, at a snail's pace. Do you feel things are going at a snail's pace? It can seem that way. All the way up till the moment where things dismantle into all of the masks being removed and coming to the authentic self, which is what we are at the core of being, okay? So this is the year of the journey, to go with the flow. What it's going to bring you, be willing to look at deeper. Be willing to allow these doors, to walk through them again and challenge. If you have a challenge that's coming up, look at it. Where is it coming from? Where is it going to? How is it affecting you? Okay, this is what the process is about. Reflection, neti. Whatever is changeable is not the divine it's not the core of being. Now, whether we say divine is or we say the core of being, it winds up being the same thing. In the end, when that mask is removed and you come to the heart of what you are, and it's basically coming to that point of the zero, I call it 0 point balance, where all of the soap opera storylines that one has been revolving their life around is blown out, nibbana, blown out, okay? That's at an end. And one just at that point enters what's called the play of life, okay? Because at that moment there is no longer this struggling with depression or any of the other things that can come along when one is veiled, not knowing who and what they are at the core of being. So this is the year for spiritual progress. If you're not going to be asleep on the job, okay? Reinitiate yourself, which just means rededicate yourself to the path and being willing to go with the flow and look at the aspects, the things that are coming up, and delve deep into what it is at the core, okay? So again, I've talked about this before. It's about entering witness state and watching what you're doing, okay? Seeing how different scenarios will bring up different emotions, how those emotions affect the physical form, how they affect the mentality, okay? And if you look very deeply, you'll see that things that are coming up, if you're in fear mode or you're in anger mode, you have a rush of adrenaline, okay, which will create a fight or flight response. It's a physicality feeling, but then you ascribe the emotions to it, and then those emotions are put on a storyline, okay? You attach a storyline to it. But when that moment passes of anger or fear or whatever it is, when this passes, where did it go to? Okay, it only has that sense of reality when you are focused on it and you are giving it energy, okay? So again, it's the path of reflecting, looking deeper, and questioning these things. What is it that's driving your mentality, driving your storyline from your past? What is it that is creating the what ifs? What is it that's creating the if onlys? Look at it deeper. What reality does it really have? Okay? And why are you holding to it so tightly that you continue to manufacture this soap opera around it? Why are you allowing these things to drive one into unproductive unproductive, unhappy scenarios of consciousness? Okay. So we look at not only our own awareness, consciousness, what you are surrounding yourself with, but also the global consciousness as well. So what are you buying into? What are you feeding into? What are you allowing to move you on your path in your daily life? What are you taking in? What are you holding to? What are you rejecting? What are you, entrenched with? What are you imbibing? What are you taking in daily? It's a good time to look at these things and be willing to go deeper in your own life experience. So thanks for tuning in. I hope everyone has a wonderful 2023. This year is the time to get rid of a lot of these burdens that we have had and carried over this last year, and Lord knows we have taken on a lot of things, okay? And to come to some clarity. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you online.